long.
All we had was Bartley. I feel like if you're in the same room as him, you would just catch an STI.
You'll never see me again.
Welcome to another amazing episode of the Still Listening
Single Showdown.
Podcast.
Rachel's last time here.
Yeah,
Sad.
Officially. I feel like we say this every time.
before she leaves us for the devil.
Yeah.
It's not the devil, we're all music journalists here.
That's true.
Patti Smith is doing a new memoir.
Have you ever read Patti Smith?
Read her.
She's a writer. She's
A book writer.
A book?
Yeah, she wrote Just Kids, man.
It's right there, mate.
I'm not very cultured.
Was it Arcade Fire who did the song for Arcade? No, it was
What?
Make Me a Believer. Who are
For
they?
what?
Surely you know what Arcade is.
No.
That's an anime.
Just it's not anime. It's an animated series.
It's anime.
Whatever.
It's a graphic novel!
A random fact that I love
Yes.
music.
Anyway.
The first song is Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus.
That was Miley Cyrus with.
Something Beautiful.
What do you guys think about that?
I loved it.
Me too.
I fucking love that song so much.
Rach, you not a fan?
I don't know. I
What
feel
are
like
your reservations?
it inspired me. I was like, that's cool. Miley Cyrus did not expect that from you. But I also think like that's trendy right now. Like that's sort of like FK Twigs level of experimentalism. And I don't know that it suits that music. Do you know what you guys aren't sold, aren't you?
I disagree. I think it was fabulous.
I just think
Same.
it in certain spaces it's just like echoed out a bit, and I was like, fill the space more, girl. If you're gonna do something, do it. But I mean, I feel like I'm being too harsh. I did really enjoy it when it first like dropped. I was like, whoa! I was like, whoa!
I really liked the sort of what was it, like saxophone or something when she was running.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really, really nice. That was a nice touch. I think and we did fill out the sound a little bit.
Oh,
So
you think this
wrong. So Eliot, what did you like about it?
What I really liked about it was pretty much everything. Like, I liked her. She's always had a great voice. She's like a pop singer with like a truly unique voice.
Truly.
She's got like, you know, that country thing coming through, but she's got such a husky kind of like nice raspy kind of voice, but she can still hit whatever fucking note she wants. She's got a lot of talent vocally. I've seen her saying that this album's like The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Which, making that claim before you put anything out, it's like very like...
Insane.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, it is ambitious for her, and I really like the melody in that song.
Same.
I like how aggressive the like guitar stabs come in. I like how the ending gets real. It does get real Pink Floyd with the like kind of build up, you know, solos towards the end. I really love the sax as well.
Yeah.
For me, it's actually probably one of the best songs I've heard on the Showdown this year.
Same. I agree.
What?
I think it was like really cinematic.
Seriously, yeah, exactly. Like, and it's just nice to see Miley Cyrus doing something like quite ambitious.
Yeah.
She made Wrecking Ball,
because she's
man.
always been capable of like.
Well, but that
Yeah,
just
but
shows
this
her
feels a bit
capabilities.
more
Like,
musically ambitious,
yeah.
and that's my opinion.
And
That's your hot
I think she's been in the industry for such a long time, and I think it'd be so easy for someone who is in the industry for such a long time to just stay in their lane.
Sabrina
And I
Carpenter.
Yeah, exactly. And for Miley to like actually just push boundaries like that. I mean, it's not like super experimental
She's-
or whatever,
exactly, she's
but
not.
to bring that into sort of mainstream is cool, I think. And
She's
I
always
just
been
I'm
a
like
bit
fully
funky, and
converted now.
Yeah,
to
same.
To be fair, when I saw her doing that zombie cover, zombie.
Cranberries.
Oh, really? I haven't
Yeah,
seen
she was so good doing that. She like is like I feel like
she could sing
I feel
anything.
like before the like experimental bit came in, I was like, girl, okay, this is a
Yeah.
nice song, but you don't need to prove to anyone else that you can sing.
Yeah.
We all know that you can sing like way better than probably anyone else ever.
Mm.
So I am glad that she's doing something different. I mean, I do think it's a good song. I'm not sold yet, and I probably will. Like, I get all your points and I take them, but I still was like wanting something more or expecting another layer.
What more could you want?
Girl, I don't know. I'll know what I know. But I'm sure, like...
Poor Miley, man. She's been through enough.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
she
she
has been through a
seems.
lot.
I feel like
She's gonna watch this.
So
picture.
I'm the villain.
Yeah.
she seems relatively normal. Like,
Wait, did
I
you
don't
watch
know.
that Mirror Black episode? That Mirror Black
black.
Did you watch that Mirror? Well, what
Full of
score would everyone give it? Because I feel bad now.
I would give it a 50.
50, really?
I enjoyed it.
You
It's
just
like
said
it's
you
nothing.
loved it.
Yeah, but it's also I've got to remember I've got to be true to myself. I've got to speak my truth.
I got to pretend to be cool. I can't be given a Miley
I ain't
Cyrus
pretending,
song.
man.
You just can't.
I don't know. I just think it was like it was great, but it wasn't like innovative. Like it was enjoyable to listen to, but it's like it's not like something I've never heard before.
Yeah, but if you never like to hear a like traditional pop star doing that kind of
Carly Rae Jepsen, for example, has just had a recent
Rebecca
renaissance. Yeah.
okay.
Lady Gaga.
Rebecca Black Mirror.
50 is kind of crazy. I feel like I'd give it more
50.
than 50. 50 is crazy for me.
It's not mid. There was nothing mid about that
It
song.
wa- yeah.
Was mid.
It was
It was the night
not.
before Mid-Miss. Right.
Well, I'm going to give it probably the highest score I've ever given. I'm going to give it a 95.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go up there too. I'm going to give it a
Because I
97.
really enjoyed 97.
97.
Sorry, I'm just so excited.
Wild.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead, carry on.
I just think it was a very good song for Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
And maybe that's the
a bit
thing.
of a-
You can't say that and then give it
Oh
a good
my
score.
For Miley Cyrus.
She's been through so much.
Can it not just be
Miley
a good
Cyrus
song?
has some great songs. Slide Away,
Yes.
Bottle some flowers.
Malibu,
Malibu's amazing.
Wrecking Ball.
Have you seen that her like lawsuit it's still ongoing?
Ooh.
Flowers sounds like Bruno Mars when I was your man.
Well, doesn't that other song sound like that Blondie song?
Yeah, she's had a few.
Has she?
I think
And there was
Amel
like
and the
a
Sniffers
video.
said that they ripped
Yeah.
their vibe off or something once.
I just feel like if like a vibe already, like can't invent a vibe.
Exactly. Well,
Well, the
speak
Beatles.
to Pharrell about that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Because he-
actually.
Speak to Farrell.
Wait,
I think I saw Farrell in Japan.
How big was his hat?
He was wearing a big hat.
Wow.
You know,
And
and
he
I
was
was like,
really
I swear I
big as
just saw
No.
Farrell. Rachel, what score would you give the Miley Cyrus?
64.
64.
Oh.
Zulane.
I was just going to make a reference.
Nice one, guys.
The next song is by a band called Wet Leg.
Who are they?
Yeah.
And the song is called Catch These Fists. That was Wet Leg with Catch These Fists.
Oh my! Wow! Love that. Big fan. Fucking called me wet leg the way I'm creaming myself. That was amazing.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's alright.
I think that was sick. I don't think it was pretending to be super innovative. Like it was just one riff. Do
Really?
you know what I mean?
I
Well, do you
don't think it
know
was pretending to be good.
innovative doesn't necessarily mean good. Okay, it was just basically the same riff over and over again
Love that.
with
Like
a bit of like a
every other
chunky
song they
guitar.
do.
It's
Yeah,
the kind of riff that, like,
I like.
if you'd written it, you'd be like, oh, this is a shit riff. But
It's them.
Because they're hot.
because they're
So-
hot, it's great.
Oh, she's got a great voice, man. It's so cool. She's just so
And she
cool.
plays guitar.
And she plays guitar.
This new era, I am all here.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. I think some of the lyrics were a bit cringy. The way she kept on saying "level up" was kind of
Level
like it
up.
was in like fucking Scott Pilgrim or something.
Yeah, oh my god, I actually can't shake that off now.
But yeah.
Scott Pilgrim is not cringy though.
Anyway,
I don't know. What did you guys think of that song then?
I thought it was good for them, but also, like,
God.
not that great. We've waited, what, 3 years, 4 years maybe, since the last album?
What Chez Long?
You know,
Treslong.
and
No.
and Chef Long
Trez
was
shit.
the, you know, a groundbreaking single.
Chef Long.
They broke ground with that single, you know.
I was just going to echo what you were saying because that song was just boring. I'm just bored of them.
What?
I'm
It's-
just so
it's
bored.
good.
They're hot.
It's
No, it's just going to be on every
When
like
are you gonna get it?
No.
every
Why
festival
don't you
highlights
understand?
reel ever over
Yeah,
the summer, and
talk
it's just
about
going to bore the life out of
for
me.
Glastonbury.
Or
It'll be
everyone.
Level up.
Yeah, and it just
It's
made
gonna
me,
get annoying real quick, I
it
think.
just made me want to listen to Ida Maria, who is way better than this.
Well,
It wasn't very innovative.
that's why I said. But
Doesn't have to
also,
always be
it
changing.
doesn't have to, like, I just think that was really solid, really catchy, really fun, really funky. And I think they're trying to do it to make us forget that awful, terrible Charlie XCX cover that they did.
Oh no.
Do you remember that? And I just think, like, that flopped hard. This doesn't flop. I
Didn't
can't.
the guy from Domino like find them like skateboarding on the street
Oh,
in
please.
Isle of Wight?
It's some romanticized bullshit story.
Yeah,
Listen.
What are you doing in fucking Isle of Wight? Like,
He was looking for
down
them.
by the skate park looking for wet leg.
Yeah, that gets less
It's
romantic
just a
every time you say
coincidence
it.
that they fucking recorded their debut album with Dan Carey before they'd even released a single.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Wait, I have something else to say. It does sound a lot like Troglodyte by Viagra Boys.
I thought it had a Viagra Boys
Like it literally is that song.
tinge to it.
We're talking about Suze.
It's
Who
the bass.
fuck
The
is
bass
Suze?
has a similar, like,
I don't
groove
want
to
your love, it's Troglodyte.
it. Yeah.
Man down.
It's the same song.
I don't know. I think it's a bit different.
Come
I think I'd remember if it
I'm
was the
just
same.
trying to say, I feel like intermingling relationships and violence is very 2025, or the 2025 that I'm having. So that's why I like it.
I feel like you're projecting.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I'm a music
Facts.
journalist. That's what we do.
All we do.
It's
You
all
know what I will
subjective,
say? I feel like no matter what they put out, I would have been like,
I give it an 80, I think.
Oh,
80.
Yeah.
Your favourite song ever
Mind your
made?
business. No.
oh, here comes Johnny to give it 0. Well, actually, I'm not going to give it 0.
You said it's great. You
I'm
said
gonna
I'm
go.
creaming.
Yeah, I did. I said, yeah,
What are you going to give a cream pie?
cream long. I'm going to give it a 71.
I'm going to give it a big fat 50.
Okay.
Oh, mid.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
Right in the middle.
Shez mid.
Why?
Just mid.
We know why, because he sucks and he doesn't like feminism.
Yeah,
True, he
that's
is
it.
weird.
No.
That's the reason.
Yeah,
And he
but
doesn't
then
want to fight, he
otherwise-
just wants to love. You guys
He
are in a
admits
happy,
it.
healthy, committed
I'm
relationship.
I'm not a
if
fire.
you did like it, then you'd be like fake feminism, which is almost worse. You'd be a poser if you just liked
Well,
it.
like this guy.
What? Level up!
Jules?
Jules.
I'm gonna give it a 40. That was shit.
Wow.
I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't.
Have you never been hit on in a smoking area?
Why do you hate women?
Maybe I don't hate women.
Why do you
I
hate
just
hot
hate
women?
Wet Legs music. Well,
Oh, shit.
it just doesn't do it for me.
This is Pinkpantheress with Tonight.
That was Pinkpantheress
With
Tonight.
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 what did everyone think tonight?
Shez
Oh,
shit.
tonight.
That was so sick.
I enjoyed it.
I wanted to be more like blown away.
No, it's classic Pinkpantheress.
But it's also got a bit
It
more
is
house
good.
influence in
Yeah.
it. It's a bit more wobbly, a bit more bouncy, if
Oh,
you will.
not bouncy stuff again.
I would have said it was a bit of garage.
Garage, you mean?
Garage. I like the verse. I like the. That's
Come dance with me. Come dance with
the
me.
chorus.
Sorry.
I like the bit where she goes like, yeah. I don't know which is that in all her songs.
Yeah.
From the moment I heard her do that one that went famous on TikTok, I knew she was one for me.
Okay.
It was one where she was
Was it?
talking about she's going to school. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I like you.
Yeah, that one.
What's stopping you?
Bam, 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 bam.
I knew she was a real one when she sampled Never Let This Go by Paramore off their first album. And Hayley Williams was like, I woke up today and Pinkpantheress was my inbox. And I was like, that's so cool. And I was like, I don't know, what did I like about this? I liked everything about it. I liked
how amazing it was.
Well, listen, when I was in
Amazing.
year 6, which is like 11,
Oh,
I used to
God.
go out with this guy, and he was like tiny, and he looked like my young son. And anyway, now
You look like your young son.
we were both 11, but I was this height now. I've not grown since I was 11 years old.
Right.
And he
You're
was
a
like half.
tall 11-year-old.
I was the biggest in the school.
The highest.
I was
I was the highest.
All jokes aside, he used to become like a big house DJ now. So I listen to his stuff from time to time, just get nostalgic and all that. I'm not going at him because that'd be
From
weird.
year 6.
Did you ever break up, or are you still technically together?
Oh, do you know what actually happened? We had a 6-week school holiday. Then we went to big school, so we went to high school. And
Nice.
I didn't really want to speak to him and I wanted to break up with him, but he went on holiday and bought me a trophy that said best girlfriend in the world.
No.
The first day of high school, and I said to my friend, go and break up with him for
He
me.
gave you a trophy
Well,
on the
he was on
first
his
day
way.
of school.
He was on his way to give me this trophy that said best girlfriend ever. And my friend was like, stop right there.
Oh my god. Is that why you had to change schools?
I know that was because I was an emo.
Fair.
2 years later, I got bullied.
How does this story relate to the song?
Yeah.
So I relate because
Deep
I was-
diving into a dark
Sorry.
tall pond.
From what school was it?
No, we were talking about house music. So now he's a big house DJ. So the only reason I know like a bit about house music is because I listen to his stuff sometimes, and it's got a lot of influence in
That
this.
is so fucking broad.
Yeah.
Should have been like this guy I dated liked house music. This song reminded me of him.
Yes. Does anyone else want to say anything
Yeah, I
else?
just thought it,
How can you top that?
I just
for
thought it
me?
was I thought my when I was in year 6, I was single.
Why is everyone like telling primary school
They
stories?
really loved me when I was in
Apparently
year 6,
not.
and this reminded me of being unloved. It was shit.
Oh man,
I'm joking, I actually really like the song. Eliot?
it's a hard life.
I think we've said
Well,
it
when I was in primary school.
1642.
Yeah. We had but a hoop to
Yeah.
go with.
All we had was Botley.
Botley?
Never played Botley.
No.
It's where you get a
Oxfordshire.
bottle and you like throw it so that it lands.
You actually
lands
played this?
Everyone's played Botley.
We didn't have iPhones back then.
Well, no, he was a chimney sweep.
Game
so-
of Botley! A game of Botley, sir.
Botley was it?
Pinkpantheress! Oh, wow!
It was good. I liked the verses and the lyrics were pretty good, I guess. But,
Wow.
I mean, it sounds like you fucking hate this song.
Yeah.
but
You don't have to like it. Like, it's okay.
on that note, I'd give it a. Has everyone finished what they want to say?
Actually, I've got one more thing to say about when I was in year 6.
Jules, do you have any primary school stories that relate to
No, not
Pinkpantheress?
any. I want to-
Pinkpantheress.
No, I don't have any horror stories from year 6 or any further opinions.
About Pinkpantheress.
No.
At first, I was probably going to go a bit higher, but I think I'm actually going to give it a 40 because I was
Yeah.
so disappointed.
I know, I'm also going to give it a 40.
guys
Oh,
kinda suck for
following the crowd.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
give
just-
it a fucking 76. Am I too nice?
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 53.
53.
Honestly, it was just more the same. The scores don't lie, though. I can say all this talk. But
I've had enough of you.
It's your last one.
Womp womp. Comment down below if you're gonna miss me. The next song is Double Trio 2 by Storm and Injury Reserve.
That was Double Trio 2 by Storm and Injury Reserve.
I have to.
Don't get it
A
Yeah.
lot to unpack in that one.
Sorry. Let me formally apologise now. I'll forget my name wrong.
Yeah, but they need to apologise to us, probably.
No.
Because this is that shit.
Well, I feel like it felt like an onslaught, brackets derogatory, you know? I feel like every time I picked itself back up, I felt like I was getting shot at again.
Yeah.
Bad.
Like I was in the middle of a street fight or something and it wasn't my fault.
And you weren't listening to Wet Leg.
Yeah.
That was safe and happy. This was confused and tumultuous and
Devious.
yes.
See, I like how confused and tumultuous it was. But
Yeah.
I feel like I felt how you guys all probably feel for the first 2 minutes. And then when it started getting like really over the top, I was like, yeah, this is pretty fun. I'm not sure if this is leading to an album, and they used to just be called Injury Reserve, and I don't know why. I think because one of the members died or something. It's now like By Storm. But like, why have By Storm and Injury Reserve? Just call it By Storm or just keep Injury Reserve. But anyway, I don't know if it's preceding an album.
I guess they want to
But-
keep legacy alive or something.
The last song they did, I actually really enjoyed. It was like one of my personal favorite hip hop songs of the year so far.
Mm.
This song hurt me in places that I didn't know I could be hurt. But the saxophone was good. That was interesting.
I literally didn't even hear the saxophone.
It was too intense.
All right, scores.
Sorry, everybody involved in making that track, and I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm gonna give it 30.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh my god!
Jules?
Yeah, also a 30. I really, really wanted to try and like it, but
What
I
did-
had to
what
try
did
too
What
hard.
did you give it, Rachel? 30?
30.
I'm just copying Rachel. Wasn't
Johnny?
0.
0.
0. That was one of the shittest songs I think I've ever heard in my life.
it? It was painful. It
Wow.
was really, really painful.
I was given 30 for the merits, but I'm trying to be nice.
I'm going a big fat 0.
The
0.5.
internet's
Yeah.
gonna be real disappointed.
In us.
Yeah.
Why?
Because this is like cool music. I would put it on par with the Pinkpantheress song. So,
Really?
Yeah, they were
What?
both pretty So I give it 40.
It seems like the common question in this showdown is, does innovation equal good?
That's
It
just
seems
no.
like the answer's no.
The next artist is Haim with the song Everybody's Trying to Figure Me Out. So it's Haim with Everybody's Trying to Figure Me Out.
I really liked that. I thought it was just like a nice break from the stuff we've been listening to. I like the acoustic.
I really like the ending. I like the sort of gear shift at the end. I think they've definitely got better lyrics in there. Catalogue. Yeah.
I really like that song. I think the drumming on that track is so bad.
Really?
So
Really?
bad. I just found it really tinny and really like lackluster. And I didn't need too much, but I just thought like it was bringing me out of the song a bit too much. But I like that sentiment a lot, and I really like her new stuff.
I thought that was one of the most boring songs I've ever heard.
Really?
Definitely one of the most boring Haim songs.
It's a
I've
weak
ever heard.
Haim song.
Like what was the last one called? Like,
Relationships.
Relationships.
Yeah.
You like that one?
That song was pretty like lame. They've got it's
Yeah.
a song like Hallelujah. I was like crying.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I was like borderline crying on the train listening
Course
to
you
that.
are.
Really. And it's such a beautiful song.
You're
Yeah.
thinking
You know,
about
you
all the
compare-
feminist suffering.
You compare this new song to that song. It's like what happened, you know?
Everyone's trying to figure them out.
You know,
That's alright.
and I'll take an injury reserve or by storm over this song.
You won't.
Any day of the week.
No, we
No,
won't.
you
I really
won't.
No,
won't.
we won't.
Because at least they're doing something interesting. Borderline,
Well.
every other single they've ever put out is better than that. So that's my opinion.
Women in Music was such a good album. Is that the right one?
Yes.
That was such
Music.
a good album. And that was their last one, right?
Yeah.
The lyrics aren't doing it for me.
I think it
But the
fits. I think it
music
fits
is
the vibe they're going for. I think it's sort of it's definitely got an audience. I think it's just a bit more Taylor Swift than their old stuff.
I just don't. They were talking about their fear of death and relating it and equating it to the end of a relationship. What does it mean when things between people die? What it means when a single person dies?
That's deep.
Well, that's what they were doing with this song. Like, the lyrics weren't great, but they
I was
were.
saying that.
Well, it's genius them. Like, they were decently thought through, and I think like relationships. Yeah, there were lyrics that were a bit more fun and cash, and everyone's talking about this can't be ours. Whereas this one, I think was more hard on the sleeve. But I wasn't listening to it fully. But I do
Have you
think it
heard
was.
Hallelujah?
Jeff Buckley, love his cover.
But it's
No,
not a Jeff Buckley. It's a different song.
Leonard
Hallelujah by
Cohen.
Paramore.
Amazing.
Love
No,
that one.
by
That is a great song.
Haim.
Hallelujah.
That song is
Hey.
good.
Leonard Cohen.
It's not Leonard Cohen.
Oh.
But
Listen
hey,
to that song. Stevie Nicks quoted it when
Go-
Christine died.
Get on the train. Look at the BBC live
Like-
session of Haim playing that song.
Get on your
You'll
fucking
be
train.
like-
on your bike.
Honestly, you
Get on
won't,
your
make, you
fucking
won't
bike.
make it through the song without crying.
You're kidding
And you'll
me.
be like, how is this the same band?
The only redeeming factor was what you said. They kind of got a bit nicer towards the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a shift. That was like, I don't know, a key change or like a signature change.
Like a outro, I guess.
Yeah.
It was anything nice.
The outro was
Yeah.
great. That's why they talk about Death Babe. If you like the outro so much, just listen to the lyrics.
I don't know, death makes me sad. So I'm going to give this a 20.
Tinkle,
I'm
you went-
joking.
Woo!
You all said you liked it, and then
I
was
I like it.
I'm gonna give it a
Ooh.
nice.
10.
You know what? I'm gonna give it a 0.
Oh!
Do you want to know why? Because they're much, much better than
Everybody's
And they
trying
don't
to figure
deserve-
me out.
that. A good score.
It's better than them.
I know. Listen, if you just listen to when she comes in again at the start, you gotta give her credit the fact that her voice sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I think their voices have sounded
Nice,
way better on other songs.
What
What
are you
score
gonna-
is Rachel?
I'm giving it a 65. Suck my dick.
65.
No, I'm going to give it a 40. Yeah.
Sure.
You know what? I think it's just, Eliot, you're right. It's just like they've got much better stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name one song.
Hallelujah.
I love that song.
Love that track, guys. Never heard it, but you know, it's probably quite good.
Jules?
Like a 38.
Yes, go on, Gail.
The next one is Laufey with Silver Lining.
That was.
Like that.
With Silver Lining. What's
Thoughts?
everyone's thought?
It's difficult, I think, to judge something like that when you.
Guys, my phone's just died.
No.
Oh.
That might mean we've lost the full recording from my experience of
Well, let me see. I think it's got a couple percent left. Yeah, I got 52 minutes.
Well, we've missing
Well,
about
why
half
is-
an hour.
Yeah, why's Rachel got an hour and a half?
Yeah, I said it's hard to critique songs that you don't find personally, subjectively enthralling, because I just think I understand her mission to bring like jazz back to the masses. That's literally what she said on her Spotify.
Yeah, but her music's not very jazzy.
Yeah.
I always think with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like she's probably like a jazz vocalist, but
I mean, she's obviously a great
she's
vocalist.
as jazzy as Frank Sinatra. You know what I mean? Like
Who?
he's there.
Frank Sinatra.
He sings that song, Alleluia.
Hallelujah.
He sings that song My Way.
Yeah, but I do think that was sweet. It was sweet. It was nice. It was like pancakes with lemon and sugar. Do you know?
I love the swelling violin throughout that song. I thought that really sort of brought it home. It was a bit like Bon Iver in that fucking one track. Sorry, that freaking one track. Pretty nice track for the apartments.
That's my least favourite song. of that
You're joking.
album.
That's the best song.
I love that album so much, but I really don't know.
That's my favourite song.
Do you know what I mean? I struggle. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
What else is there to say? I think it's the first single off a new album, right?
Probably.
Am I right? And
Potentially, yeah.
yeah, that's gonna go on every kind of almost cool but like pretty lame coffee shop in every borough ever.
And I can't wait. It's very Disney. I'm gonna
It
give
is
you
so
that.
Disney.
I'm going to give it 80.
There we
Okay,
go.
cool. That's one score done.
Yeah.
Always such a curveball. So, like,
Why?
I give it 100. No, I really like. I think the violin made it so like
I just
heartwarming. It just made me really happy.
It was a very warm song.
Yeah. And I really liked her vocals. I thought they were at the start. I thought, oh, this isn't gonna fit, but then it did. So
I also have made up my mind and would say I'd give it a 70.
Okay.
High-ish.
I thought you thought it was boring, Eliot.
No, that was what you guys were saying. I was not bored at all. Compared to the Haim song, that was very entertaining.
I'm gonna give it a 50 mid.
Oh, boo.
Jules, what's wrong with you?
I'm gonna give it a 10. That was boring.
10.
Come on.
Man, there's some divisive scoring today.
Boring.
Zeros and
Derivative.
Boring
tens.
scoring.
So boring.
Well, that's great that we don't have a boring song next because this guy's far from boring because it's a white guy in a suit.
He's reinventing indie.
It's The Dare
You sure as
with
shit isn't.
LCA.
That was The Dare with LCA.
Lights, camera, action.
You know what? At the start, I thought this fucking blows.
Same.
Hate that guy's voice. Sounds awful. As it went on, loved.
Really?
Yeah,
liked
it's
it.
funny we all agree on things because I feel like we all probably have that opinion. I do.
I fucking hate it from
The
start
whole-
to finish. All of
okay,
it.
nice.
Give me injuries reserved.
No, because that bit when it go like.
The bit where he wasn't singing.
You went like this. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Take your docs off, baby. You ain't got nothing to lose. Honestly, real words have not been said. Oh, wait, when he said, I want to treat your face like it's a fucking trampoline.
He said that.
Yeah.
Was that an actual lyric?
Yeah, girl. I want to spit in your drink is another one of my faves.
I think if you
Oh,
probably
this
give you,
man
he'd
is
probably give you
horrible.
something. If you spat in his ears, and I'm not talking about spit. Like hepatitis or something.
I feel like if you're in the same room as him, you would just catch an STI.
Yeah.
Just
Not even one of the sexy ones either.
I mean, I thought it was interesting when I read the thing and it said,
Ding.
I want to fuck you and all that. Yeah, we get it. And then he said, I want you to put my tie. I want to fuck you until I realise it's a lookalike.
It's a little bit American
intensive.
Psycho.
Yeah, it's like the loneliness of fame. He's falling back on all these like hedonistic pleasure, like desire, play, etc. But realistically, he's only got himself.
It's just a giant red flag.
Yeah, I
It's
just think
just
he
a big
sounds like
fat red flag.
he just sounds like a bit of a melt.
We have a great review of The Dare on our website,
StillListeningMagazine.com.
and he said some shit that was really funny actually.
That song was horrible.
Well, I ran to it the other day through the cemetery, and they made it a bit lookier.
You run through the
When I first heard the song,
Look at me, I'm alive.
when I first heard the song, I thought it was terrible. I had the same reaction Johnny had. But now that some time's passed,
You've also had the same reaction I've had.
I thought it got a bit better towards the end.
He's not doing nothing innovative to bring it all together enough with this.
He's not
But
wearing
that's not
a-
what he's
yeah.
about, man. He's all about revivalism.
That's quite sad though, isn't it? Like, why did he just create something new?
Trying to resuscitate.
Yeah, resuscitate is a good word. Like, it's not revival, it's
But
resuscitation.
it's a dead body. It's a dead body that died for a reason. Let Indie Sleaze be where
Let
it
skinny
is.
jeans die.
What you're
Take your dogs
Don't bring them back.
Take your dogs off!
I'll be leaving the docs on.
And the skinny jeans.
And
Spray
the
them
skinny
off.
jeans.
I thought as all these kind of sort of new hip indie DJs come about, I thought the actual DJing was excellent. I thought
I thought the production was pretty good.
My turn, and I thought the vocal. Sorry, it's so mean. I thought the vocals were really, really bad. I just don't like his voice. I think he just sounds maybe too sleazy.
Too creepy, sleazy.
Do you reckon that's what he's trying to do? Excess sleaze out of its own form.
Do you think he thinks that indie sleaze just means like someone down the pub that gropes you, and not like?
What?
I was going to try and think of like liberties, but they probably also would do that.
All right, what's scores?
I'm gonna give it another 0. It.
Really?
Yeah, that was horrible. That song actually made me feel so ill.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it a 10 because I feel like towards the end it got a bit better.
I'm gonna give it a 28.
28.
Yeah, because I really think that's interesting concept of him examining his own debauchery, and then really it's just a mirror of himself.
Wow.
It's an interesting take.
Where was that the whole time?
I literally said that.
You did not say that.
Johnny?
You know, I was going to give it a really low score, but after that take, I think I'm going to give it a 95.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my
That was really
God.
interesting. But again, I knocked off 5. I knocked.
That's a horrible.
Hey guys, I knocked off 5 points because I didn't really like his voice that much.
In last place, it is By Storm and Injury.
And last place, it is By Storm and Injury Reserve with 25 points and their song Double Trio 2.
Yay!
In second to last place, it is.
I think you put it on sometimes.
Yeah, you think.
In set
Shocker.
is The Dare with LCA, brackets lights camera action, with 33.25 points.
He deserved the world. In third last place is Haim with Everyone's Trying to Figure Me Out with 35.75. Damn close.
In fourth place, it is Pinkpantheress with her song Tonight.
Tonight.
And she got 52.25.
Alright.
In third place, it's Laufey with
Freaky.
Luigi?
Silver Lining, and she got 52.5.
In second is Wet Leg with Catch These Fists, coming with 60.25.
These are the lowest scores we've ever
It's
done.
so bad. And finally
Yes.
The final winner of my final showdown.
is Rachael.
All winners here is, formerly known as Hannah Montana, it is Miley Cyrus. Something beautiful. She got 76.5.
That's still really
But
low.
let's go back to
That's still low,
complimenting
yeah.
me. Thanks everybody for watching. You'll never see me again.
Oh.
And if you see
It
me out
is
and
a
about.
legal requirement that you never see her again on this channel.
But anyway, it's been a pleasure. Love you all. Thank you to my 300 listeners. We're still listening.
Oh,
Rachel,
no.
plug anything? Your Substack?
Oh my god, yeah!
Tumblr.
No, not
Reddit.
Tumblr. You should read my Substack because I talk about my life like in great details. If you enjoyed my year 6 stories and the stories of me meeting all these random bands that is really embarrassing for me, you'll like my Substack. Or follow me on Instagram because I'll be writing on stuff on there.
We'll
Rachael
leave the Substack in the comments.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we will.
I'm
Probably
famous. I'm famous. But yeah, that's all.
It's been a pleasure, Rachel.
Love you guys.
Love you
forever.
so much.
It's not going to be the same without you.
It's really not gonna
You
be
can't
the
hang
same.
out with us anymore.
See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.